So hey guys, and welcome back to Born Traveller. Right, today I'm in Konya. This is reported to be the most conservative city in Turkey. Apparently this is the most Islamic city in Turkey. There's a lot of sites for this precious to the Islamic world. So we're going to have a look around today and see what there is. So here you've got the famous sign for Konya. A lot of people have the photo taken outside the mosque. This mosque is really important in Islamic society. Also right next to that is the museum, and both a lot of people flock here from around the world to come and see it. So one thing I've realised I've not done in Turkey is really shot anything at night really, apart from the early morning, the balloon. And to be honest, the only reason that is because I'm just a person who likes to be in my hotel before it gets too dark or too late. I'm quite cautious when I travel nowadays. So I thought, why not, I'll do a vlog at night and show you what Turkey's like at night. I haven't got the best cameras for it, so I'm sorry if it's a bit dark, but we'll do our best. One thing I have noticed here actually is more people speak English here than in Istanbul, I swear to God. And also, they seem to be more friendly to you, and they seem to be more interested in your story. Maybe because they don't get so many tourists like a place like Istanbul, but quite interesting. So it seems like to me, as you go east in Turkey, the more curious you are as you are a tourist. In the west, down the Aegean coast, they don't really seem to bother because there's so many tourists. I have to say, here in Konya, I've actually met a couple of people who actually speak English, which I can't describe to you how rare that is. And genuinely, like, it is quite rare to meet anybody. There was a guy in my hotel, I asked the guy in reception who didn't speak English what time was breakfast. And straight away this guy, who I couldn't make out if he worked there or he was just, you know, one of the guests, he spoke in absolute perfect English. And then tonight when I went to the restaurant owner asked me in perfect English again, what football team do I support? You know, and I was like gobsmacked, because not only were they interested in me, which is rare, but also the conversation, you know, it was actually possible. I'm not saying everybody, but Konya seems to be a bit more cosmopolitan, and yet supposed to be the most conservative. So interesting here, there is a tram system, but there seems to be two. There's an electric one, and then there's also another one where the museum is. It seems that's not electric, so there seems to be two different tram systems here. So this is the main strip between where the museum is, and I think it's called the Aladdin Circle. Basically it's a park. There's a couple of sites there I want to go and see tomorrow. But basically this is really where you want to base yourself. Really where everything is really. When I read Learn Planning, it said you could only go on Saturdays, but it's saying here you can see the Dervish actually on Thursdays, so I might be able to catch that tomorrow. So I got up early this morning, got some breakfast, and I'm out early. It's just after 9 AM and we're off to see the museum. So hopefully it'll be open. I don't actually know if it's definitely open. So as you can see, I'm just coming past the famous mosque now in the central Konya, and in front of me is the museum. You have to walk to the right and then the left, and that's where the entrance is. I'm not sure if it's free or you can go in, you don't have to pay. I don't really know. There is some entrances there, but I think that's not actually the entrance, that's just an exit. So it is open, as you can see the times. It opens at 9 AM and it closes at 6. So normally you do have to pay for the museum, but it looks like it is actually closed for renovation then, unfortunately. I suppose they took the opportunity during COVID to do that. That's a bit frustrating. So I'll find out how much it is now, yeah, in normal times. But yeah, that's a bit annoying. So I think you can only walk around the grounds, and then they're not actually charging people for that, so it's just free. So we will go and look around the building, but unfortunately we're not going to get to see the actual inside the museum today. So this is the Kurdistan gate. As you can see how small it is. People back then, they weren't as tall as I am. It's just about big enough for me to get through. So this here is a graveyard where they used to bury the mothers, the wives and the daughters. So quite young, although in this one it looks like quite a few people. So as you can see, there's quite a few signs and stuff that you can learn and read about the traditions that that go on here. I say the actual little buildings I think are short, unfortunately. So you can come here and you can watch the dervish dancers, and it's saying that the music is not performed for entertainment, but so as to render human beings aware of their dependence on God in accordance with the Islamic tradition. Although you can't go in, you can. Some of the windows are actually open, so you can actually see into the actual little museum. Just looks like there's old scrolls and things like that. In there it seems like they've got like some old, like the old traditional clothing. So that's a bit of a bust really, because most of the museum's closed, and I can't go in the mosque because, well, I'm not a Muslim, and B, I'm wearing shorts, and I'm not sure, they'll definitely not allow you with shorts on. The only thing to do here in Konya really is to see the dervish dancers, but as far as I'm aware they only actually perform on Saturdays, and I'll be leaving before then. So that's a bit frustrating. However, hopefully I can, there's supposed to be a performance somewhere tonight. I don't think it's in the actual stadium, it's somewhere else, but I'll try and see if I can find where that is and do that. So Konya has really been a bit of a bust really. So I should explain why I'm here in Konya. It's just a stopover on the way to Cappadocia. I didn't really fancy doing a 7 or 8 hour bus right straight to Cappadocia from Antalya, because there's some bushfires, and the route I was taking, some of the places the bushfires were on, so I didn't know where definitely I'd be able to, whether I'd definitely have to go that route, and it might take a long time. So I thought I'd stop off in Konya just to see a couple of things, but it looks like it's going to be a bit of a bust this trip. Right, so I've decided to leave Konya now. I was going to go to Cappadocia, but actually I want to do some shopping, and I've just checked out the trains here are quite cheap and quick to Ankara. It's like less than 2 hours, about an hour and 45 minutes. So I decided to go to Ankara, and this is the train station. This is the what they call the YHT. It's the fast train of Turkey. It's the new ones they're building, high speed. That's why you can get there. On bus it takes 4 hours, but my train's only 2, so really good. Okay guys, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.